Hello, trekking artists. This is Jacob here with my fourth interview today on Voices. Today I've got a special guest. Now, on all my other guests, they all did something specific. They were all making a web series. They were a photographer. They had a specific art form that they were specializing in. And today I've got something very special because this guy that I have today, he's not a specialist. He's an agent. He does a store. He's an actor. He's a singer. He does many different things. He's kind of a Renaissance man. And so today is really great. I'm going to ask him about all those areas, and we're going to have lots of fun, and I'm going to hopefully tell you guys a little bit more about how to be better at what you're doing. So, his name's Billy Nair. Say hi, Billy.
Hey, how you doing? This is Billy Nair.
That was actually pretty cool. Usually it's like, hey, trekkers, but hey, I like that one too. So, Billy, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, you do tons of different things.
Yeah.
But just kind of let everyone know a little bit about you.
You know, usually people always ask me the age and stuff, and you know, I say if you don't look your age, it's a crime. You know. And
well, so do you look your age? Like,
no.
I don't even know what that is.
So I should be locked up for that. Yeah,
that's right. Straight jacket. Oh, there they come right now.
I was born in Honduras, and then I got raised in LA. I came from nothing to something, you know what I'm saying? When you don't have nothing, you lost everything, you know what I mean? And then you start getting stuff back, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've been through it's okay if I get detail, right? Personally,
if you want to,
you know, I like people knowing my life and stuff like that, you know?
Absolutely, it's about you. So I'll cut you off. You're going
okay.
Like, sad sob story. I'll put my hand up like this.
I struggle all my life, you know what I mean? I didn't grow up with my parents. I hardly met them. I met them when I got here when I was 4 years old. You know what I mean?
Who raised you?
My godmother. You know what I mean? So usually I thought she was my mom. I mean, I got involved with a lot of bad crowd. You know what I'm saying? Not being the follower, but being the leader. You know?
Oh, you were the one instigating.
Yeah. And then, you know, I went through the system. And, you know, usually people want to know what's the system, like jail, probation, house arrest. I was facing 25 to life in prison for a murder I didn't commit.
Wow, should I be sitting here right now?
Yeah, sure.
Am I a neighbor?
But no, but that's the sweet part is that before all that happened, I was a hustler, you know what I mean? I used to I guess you could say raves, like flyer parties, and, you know, I used to rent my warehouses and charge people, sell alcohol, sell drugs, you know what I mean? And, you know, as much as you gain, not everything shines gold, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm, It's always a price you have to pay, and a lot of stuff you have to sacrifice in life and to get what you want to get, but sometimes the wrong choice is the right choice, and sometimes the right choice is the wrong choice. That's all I could say, you know what I mean?
So it's all kind of backwards in a way, huh?
Yeah.
So how did you turn it around? When did you decide to stop doing that and become, I guess, an actor or singer? Or
when I was facing my case, you know what I'm saying, the only person I could turn to was God, you know, and tell him, like, you know, I was sick of that life. I wanted something better, a future for my family, you know, and it got to that point when he changed my life around, when I made a pact when I changed my life around, you know, I started seeing, like, appreciating life more, you know what I'm saying, appreciating the people around me. It changed me from a very prideful, ego person to a humble man, to appreciate life and stuff like that. And
very cool.
And what got me into the music, you know, was one time that I was in my garage just writing, you know, and just talking about life, what I've been through, the situation, you know, and, you know, I've been successful in my music. I did so much for the music industry, I didn't feel complete, so I was like, okay, I want to do more. You know?
More?
Yeah, and so I got into the acting, you know, and then, you know, I got more inspired not only by what I was doing, but by Chris Tucker, by Dwayne Johnson, you know what I mean, different great actors, Jackie Chan, you know what I mean.
I see, okay, comedians and martial artists.
Yeah. And I guess that's inspired me, and then it got me inspired to do modeling also, you know, and then, you know, not stopping there, but, you know, open a business for called Pretty Girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I heard a wise man said once, too much money ain't enough money.
Well, tell me a little about your singing though. Like, what you do this thing, I call it happy hip hop.
Okay.
But what is like how do you call it? Like, it's a certain kind of like rap or hip hop that's it's not like well known. I don't think.
I'll call it positive raption type of music.
Okay.
And I think it's different because when you start doing music, you always see the who's up there, who's hot, who's not. You know,
right? You see like the top or the very well. Do you see the bottom?
Yeah, because you know they're struggling to get up because one day they might get you know what I'm saying, like you know, and one day they might blow up out of nowhere because success could just turn on you in one day.
Right, right, I mean? Totally.
And they always told me you never know who you're sitting next to in the airplane. You know what I mean? Dude, I was in the airplane with Ben Stein, I think that's his name.
Ben Stein?
Yeah, the guy who did the.
Who's that? I don't know who it is.
The guy who did that Red Eyes commercial, came out in the mask.
Oh, Ben Stein.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My bad, I can't.
Wait, you met Ben Stein?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
first of all, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he started telling me, and then we just took a picture. Yeah.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, he's a cool journalist. I like him.
Yeah, and then you know you see who's hot, who's not, and then you be like, how can I be different from all these artists? Because I don't want to sound the same. I don't want to look the same. I want to be the opposite, outcast, different that people love.
Is that what brought about your positive kind of hip hop music?
Yeah.
You're like, how do I be different from that?
Yeah, from everything.
From everything.
Yeah.
So then you just started like working in your garage. Like,
yeah.
How did you write? Do you just write it out?
Like I heard. Just I put a regular beat, regular instrumental.
Okay.
And then I just started with my thoughts in my heart and got really emotional to it.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not really an emotional person.
You're not?
Nah. So like something bad has to happen before I cry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you don't just like walk in the street and go, oh my God. You would write about your life.
Yeah.
And how it affected you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How'd you make that positive? Because it sounds like a lot of it was negative and positive.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of people might think like, okay, if like something bad happens to me, the story ends there. No, you gotta use like that motivation, like where it's haters, where it's people trying to kill you, or people don't want you around, when the society has turned their back on you, family has turned their back. You gotta use that all as a motivation.
Oh, you know? So you use it to drive you.
Yeah, to drive to
instead of pushing you down.
Let's be real, man. If you weren't doing something right, why would people talk about you?
You're right. They wouldn't. They would have no need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that means you must be doing something right if they're saying something about you.
That's true. So is that when you knew? Did you know that you were doing something that you felt like was really had meaning and was good when people started saying, "Hey, listen to that positive hip hop. That sounds good."
And
did that happen?
Yeah, and a lot of that happened too. Like when I started writing, I started seeing my music, and I thought I didn't like my own music, but then other people liked it.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought it wasn't good enough, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it anyways.
You know, we're our own harshest critics, aren't we?
Yeah. Number one.
Yeah. Forget it. We don't need anyone in the newspaper.
Like, are you coming out with a record? So I started with a demo.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you put it on YouTube, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I put it on YouTube, on different websites, like MySpace was around that time.
Oh,
you
my
know
God.
What I mean?
Well, this is a long time ago, man. You are old.
And then people were hitting up the demo. So I toured a lot just with 4 songs. I toured almost all over.
Only 4 songs?
Yeah.
That's all you had?
Yeah, because the demo, you know, I was short on money. So, but I would make money out of the little demos.
How did you get on tour with only 4 songs?
I met this one cat, and then he opened another door, and then another door, and then another door.
You've been an alley cat? Like, he's like,
yeah. Guy basically,
he opened the door, and you walked in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I told him, I'm just looking for opportunity. And then he's like, okay, I'll give you the opportunity. If they like it, then I'll recommend it to another person, and then another person.
Very cool. So it was very much someone you knew.
Yeah.
So it was who you knew, and that helped you get touring.
Yeah, well, in the industry, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Okay, so you started touring with like 4 songs in your demo. Did you get a response right away? Did people really love what you were doing?
Yeah,
you were opening for someone, right?
Yeah, different people.
Different people.
MC, no, even known people and stuff. Preach at the churches too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Preaches
cool.
too.
You would preach. How would that rap? How that hip hop and preaching get together?
It's like, say I would give a show first with music.
Yeah.
And then once everybody's entertained, or you know what I'm saying, got their attention, then I already have my message ready to go and tell everybody like what God put in my heart to tell people. And you know what I mean. Like, and, you know, my life always been based on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I respect everybody's religion, whatever they want to believe, to each his own.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not one to judge or criticize. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
I feel you.
You know, everybody thinks they know the truth, but we don't know the truth. The only truth we have is in the Word, God's Word. That's all I can say. But that's just my personal opinion.
Right. Whatever helps you, know, live the best life possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But so you would just talk about your message, and someone was like, "Hey, come to our church," you know?
Exactly.
Who would have thought a rapper in church?
Yeah. And then I would talk about my life, my testimony. Like,
you talk about your life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And people dug it.
They reflect to it.
They did. You know what I mean? They related to it in a way.
And some people were emotional, started crying.
Oh,
and I can't really deal with that emotional thing, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm out of here. So you started doing that, and so it started taking off.
Yeah, really good.
And so when did you open another CD, or did you?
Yeah. Then when I dropped an album with my brother, you know, and then we started doing the music together.
Now, were you scared making a full CD? You're just like, well, what if people don't like it? What if I don't do it right, or what if they don't feel it? Like,
I know, because you know what? Through the demo, it took 3 years and a half to do an album.
Was that because of you, or was that because someone was like, it's not ready?
No, because of me, I could say, because I was touring so much, I should have took out my time on my schedule and say, you know what, let's record an album.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's really you just not spending enough time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, the demo was selling really good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I wasn't afraid of recording an album, because everybody will always ask me, when is your album coming out? When is your album coming out? Others will say, oh, he's never coming out with an album.
he's just telling us, someday before the coming of Christ, we'll come up with an album.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it came out, and how did you promote it? Like, did you use Twitter, Facebook? What?
Yeah, and I think Facebook was early coming out at that time.
Oh, Facebook was like still a dinosaur?
Yeah, and Twitter was really coming out.
But how'd you do it? What'd you do then?
MySpace, I was promoting all kind of my MySpace. I would tease them with music. Okay, like the new music's coming out.
Oh, you put like a track, give them a track?
Like tease them and stuff.
And,
you know, I would film myself and tell them, oh, it's coming, this and that. You know what I mean?
So there was YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. There was
YouTube.
Yeah.
And it worked out well for you.
Oh, yeah. And then, you know, I started building up more fan base. And
how did people I never was a MySpace guy. They don't like a page. Did they subscribe? How did they join your MySpace page?
I will have business cards and tell them, go to my page, add me, go to my page, add me.
Oh, but nobody would be like, they wouldn't link to your page and they get like email updates or something from you.
Oh, that too.
That too? Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know if MySpace had that.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Now MySpace is what? Just a movie music and
basically
thing?
Yeah.
They're just like barely holding on.
Yeah, the album release that I did, it sold out.
What? It sold out?
It sold out.
Well, now, when you mean sold out, like the promoter, whoever was selling it,
the place that we had, it just sold out, and then we sold out on the selling on this album.
How is that possible? And I've not heard of you. Like, is your music for a select group of audience that not everyone else knows about you?
I think so.
Because I mean, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So, okay. Because I mean, Taylor Swift, she'll go to a.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not I'm barely doing my label. I'm not in a label. I'm independent, you know, and that's the thing.
That's why. Oh, yeah. Okay.
When you're independent, a lot of people don't really know who you are.
But you're still bringing the cash in.
The cheddar, like you say.
Yes, I think I like the way you handle it. Like, I'd like to be independent. Because it sounds like it's more about you just just do the work.
Yeah, and
then you just promote it yourself.
And now that people starting to notice who I am, not only in the music but the acting career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it's not really the big deal, the fame or the money. It's like, you know, I just love being around the industry. I love being around the people. I love meeting new people. You know, if I could help you out, I'll help you out, and that you got my word on that. Because you know, there's one time that I used to live in the streets. You know, I had nobody helping me out. You know what I mean, and I had to struggle, and nobody will come and say, "Oh, I'll stretch a hand for you." You know, that's why I say success is turning one day. I wouldn't want to be that same type of person and say, "Oh, well, you didn't help me out, so I ain't gonna help you out."
Right.
You know, find it your own way. I'm not like that. I'm like, you know what? If I could help you, I'll help you out.
Because you know what it's like to be that guy.
Yeah. It's better to give than receive. That's what I would say.
I totally agree. Yeah. I mean, there's something about just sharing what you can with other people.
Yeah, because if you're successful, I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna come and dog you and tell you, "Oh man, that fool thinks he all that." Nah, man. If you're success, cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like that too. I feel like I want everyone to succeed. You know, there's another old Hollywood saying, which is, crap, what is it? Stop laughing at me. Something about you want people to fail so that you can succeed. Yeah. Something along those lines. Yeah, and I just think that's crap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're right about that, because when it comes to the Hispanic community, I don't know if it's just the Hispanic community, but that I know, they're like that.
They are? Wait, they don't help each other?
Nope.
What? Why not?
They hate on one another once. They feel like if they have to be in the same level or they can be under them.
That's such an interesting thing, because white people and black people are not like that.
I noticed that.
We're not black people. Well, actually, black people are probably the strongest community out there.
And that's why I respect them so much.
Yeah.
And I respect white people a lot, because I think when it comes to unity, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think so too. I think white people are more individuals, but I think we're still willing to help each other out as a general rule.
Right.
But I had no idea that as a Hispanic community doesn't do that as much. Like, they struggle with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all of them, but it's majority of them.
Majority. Yeah. Oh, same thing with white and black. I'm not gonna say, that they're all every white and black guys like that either. Yeah. Fascinating though. I didn't even know that. But here's a question that would apply to me and like other of my readers, which is, if today you were to put out an album, obviously you've got a fan base.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps. But how would you promote yourself? Like, let's say today you release an album. Would you use Twitter? Would you use Facebook? Would you blog? What would you do today to promote yourself?
Well, first I will go and talk to my management team.
Okay.
From my record label.
So you go to your label first. You go to like a manager and agent. Okay.
And then see, I remember, it's from my old movie. I remember it's The Temptations. I don't know if you remember that movie.
And no, I never saw it.
Okay, there was Barry Gorey. And he was with his management team, and he will put a record, one song playing, and he's like, if you think it's a hit, raise your hand. And there's some will raise their hand, some won't.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be decided. And then he will ask another question: if you're down to your last dollar, will you buy this album or will you buy something to eat?
What do they say?
Some will say, I'll buy something to eat. Others will say, no, I'll buy this album because they love the album.
Right.
And usually they love the album because of one song, 2 songs, 3 songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's usually why they buy the album, because of one song. You know?
I see.
So that's the same way with me. I go to my management team, tell them, okay, how are we gonna throw it out there? Are we just gonna do Facebook? Are we gonna do iTunes? Are we just gonna sell it from our page? So we go detail by detail. Okay. Sometimes that's why I don't understand artists that they record and then they just want to release. That's not good.
That's not good. You got to figure out a way to market it.
Yeah, market yourself, promote yourself, release a single, get the audience vibe, how they like it, not like it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you find that out?
When you go perform on tour,
so you automatically start touring.
Yeah, you start touring.
What if someone can't tour? Like, what if they're like just getting started? Like, they're just finished their album.
That's the thing, is that let's say you're working on your album.
Yeah.
You should at least have like 2 or 3 singles out already. 2 or 3 singles.
Oh, really?
But if you got one single, it's okay, because you could tour with one single.
You can tour with one song.
Single. Yeah.
Wait, you just go up stage for like 5 minutes and be like, hey guys, no, it's great. I'm out of here.
No, like let's say you get like 2 or 3 bands. You know what I mean? And yeah, like you get 2 or 3 bands, and then you perform, and then you could talk about your life, and just or make a skit about your life. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta
become a theater show.
Yeah, you can make a theater show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, especially if you're just doing one single thing.
You start promoting yourself while you're doing the work?
Yes. You know, if you got your single, go promote yourself when you performing on tour, because then you're getting the vibe of people.
That's such a fascinating insight. Like, because I'm in a play right now, and I'm trying to promote it. We have a Facebook page, we're sharing stuff, but I haven't been sharing a lot of what I've been doing, and maybe that's not a very good idea. Maybe I should be sharing it, because that would get more people excited.
Oh, yeah, and they know who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, okay, and then let's say they love what you do.
Yeah.
Because the most important is, like, you're getting yourself out there, and they're seeing your face, like saying, who is this guy? Why is he everywhere?
Right.
And then it's like say they love what you do, and then you do a show, and then you charge people, because you ain't gonna do nothing for free. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're a hungry artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what you put the food on your plate.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then they love what you do. You invite them to your show, and they're like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm buying that ticket. Don't matter if it's $20. Don't matter the price, because they already seen who you are and what you're doing.
They connect with you.
Yeah, and they're like, we just love this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
right.
the value on the money doesn't matter.
If they connect with what you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's emotional.
Yeah, and another good marketing thing is that take a lot of pictures. First single.
Yeah.
You start putting your picture and then design it and say the name of your single, coming soon, and you just start throwing it there. Tease it with a little bit, of the music. You start teasing them. See, you're just doing it with one single. You're not done with the album. Yeah, you're just teasing them.
So getting them anticipating your album coming out.
Yeah.
So that they're itching. So that when you release it, they're like, oh, I want that now.
Yeah. Any movie, that's what they do.
Yeah, they put trailers out there.
Yeah, they put posters. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And they start teasing you, just like
TV
the Batman
spots.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the news, it pops out like, okay, this is happening. We don't know the release date, but it's coming.
So do that with whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Whether it be painting, CD, whatever.
Everything you're doing, it has a lot of value.
Wow. Okay. That is the most powerful marketing thing I've heard yet. I've interviewed 3 people. No one has given me that. That is the best marketing. So let's actually ask you about the other things. Because music obviously is a big part of your life.
Oh yeah.
But let's talk about Pretty Pretty Girl. You're obviously releasing an album.
Yeah.
You're singing. Mm-hmm. You're preaching. Are you in Asia by now? Are you in Asia at this point?
Actually, I am, because I just got this artist and actress. Her name is Alma Leon.
Leon.
And she wants to pay me 10% for any auditions I get her.
Okay.
Anything like with concerts and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. Then I got other artists too, you know what I mean,
Okay, so you're an agent too.
Yeah.
And so how did this Pretty Pretty Girl thing come about? I was like, I'm gonna open an ear store.
Yeah.
Did you wake up one morning in a cold sweat? I've got it.
Women are just into so much fashion. You know what I mean? Shoes, dress, earrings, makeup. You know what I'm saying? They're just into fashion. They control the fashion world. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And now, you know what I mean? So I started putting one and one together. I started talking to my management team.
Yeah.
Told them, look, why not kill three birds with one stone?
Oh, not 2 birds. You were going to kill 3 birds.
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, and then he's like, what do you have in mind? And then we were talking about it. And then, I was like, okay, we're making good, everything good in the music.
Yeah.
I'm starting, my acting career is going good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I'm about to get into the modeling thing, so that's going good.
And that was going well, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, so imagine I start modeling, and then, I'm meeting a lot of actresses, models and stuff, and now all these people are giving me business cards.
Right.
Now, how can we use them to promote the business?
Promote yourself?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
And then I will start putting, they say 10 heads are better than one.
You're making up these small phrases now.
Let's say a modeling show.
Yeah.
And we have accessories. They could promote the accessories. You know what I mean? And then they ask them, okay, where did you get the accessories? And they give business cards, and they'll call us, and they'll come to the store and buy stuff. You know what I mean?
So you're saying you want a place where someone in the fashion industry could go in, get something they wanted, and then be interested in you just because of something that you were selling them.
Yeah, and not only that,
You came up with that?
and now I can't take all the crowd. I gotta give props to my producer Tony Matt too, because he's helped me out a lot.
Those are mad schemes, man.
And not only that, like, and then we start putting one and one together. Okay, we go perform. Okay, we go perform in concerts. Now there's a lot of women there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot, and guys there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're selling albums after the concert.
Right.
So why not sell women accessories right there and then? They could be buying the album, buying the accessories.
Done deal.
Done deal.
So it worked out well.
Oh, very well.
And
very well.
So,
you know, and women, they see bling bling accessories. They come. They don't even care about the album. They're like, oh, I want this. I like this. You know, they start looking at themselves in the mirror. They're like, I want this.
You know, totally. So, but did that lead to a store? You're just like, wow, this is selling really well at the concerts.
Yeah.
We should do a store.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And while the store is selling, we're selling in concerts. We're selling in shows. You know what I'm saying?
And it's all connected with the brand.
Yeah, the brand, exactly.
That is mad. That is madly genius.
Yeah.
Like I thought, see, for me, I thought Pretty Girl was sort of like a side project, but no, everything that you do seems to connect with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Everything you do has to connect. You know,
interesting.
You know, so you can't go based on just stuck in one thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. Say, being an actor, you want to be in the movies, you want to be in the shows, and that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? But don't just get stuck on that. Say like, okay, if I'm doing this, great. Was there more I could do? So you know, I could do more. And then there's so many ways to make money. The simplest things make money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like straw. You know,
Straw.
napkin.
Are you creating a new billionaire straw?
I hope so.
Oh, so there's a picture of you like this.
Yeah.
We'll be drinking. Use this.
And there was another guy, 50 Cent. You know, he's a rapper. I'm pretty
I know
sure
50 Cent,
a lot of people know him. And then you know he changed the game completely. You know what I mean?
How so?
He from being a hustler, to a rapper, to an entrepreneur. Like, he made money from his drink. It was Vitamin 50, where he sold it to Coca-Cola for, I don't know, a couple of millions, and then they changed the name to Vitamin Water.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, so it was called, what was it called again?
Vitamin 50.
Vitamin 50, and then Coca-Cola bought it from him for what, a couple million?
Uh-huh.
And it became, I love vitamin water.
Yeah, I know.
It used to be Vitamin 50?
Yeah. And then he said,
I had no idea.
He said he made more money out of the Vitamin Water than his own albums.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And his albums make what? A couple million?
A couple of millions. His clothing line makes a couple of millions. And then he came out with a game in PlayStation 3.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
Yeah, and he made millions out of that. And then he's doing movies.
Yeah.
He's making money. You know what I mean? He's becoming a director. He's just a hustler, man. He came up on Oprah talking about his life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came out in The Simpsons. You know what I mean?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And almost what we all as artists should do.
yeah.
We all should be thinking about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
In a way, actually, the blog that I'm doing is, I hadn't thought about it like this when I created it, but in a way, it's promoting myself.
Exactly.
Because I'm sharing something. I'm sharing something that people feel valuable.
Exactly.
If they read me, they'll be interested in me.
Exactly.
And they'll, in turn, go, hey, how do we give back to him?
Yeah, exactly. And next thing you know, they're calling to come out in shows, you know what I'm saying, because you're hitting so much. You know?
Right.
Just like the guy in Facebook, they made a movie out of him.
Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah, you know, so he hit so much, they're like, okay, we gotta make a movie out of this dude.
Right. He's such a big presence in the world.
Yeah.
People spend years trying to figure out something the way you just told me.
Yeah.
People spend years.
And I'm actually writing a book right now.
You're writing a book, too?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What don't you do? Do you tap dance too?
I host one day. And I'm coming in the future. Like, I would like to do a film on my own. I wrote my script already, but I'm just looking for somebody to direct it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. If someone were to ask you what you are, what would you say? Like, do you have a name for yourself? Because you do more than most people ever do in their entire lives.
Yeah.
So, do you have a name for yourself?
I just say billionaire.
Just a Self-explanatory, right? I go by artist. That's my pseudonym because I'm like you. I do acting, I do blogging, and I'm also doing a web series. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
man.
at one point, for you, it doesn't seem like it was much of a struggle. You're just like,
no, but it was, man.
It was,
man.
To figure out an identity for yourself.
Yeah, it was. It was really. At first, I didn't know who I was, what I wanted. You know what I mean? And then I had to find myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you started out just
a normal person, just like a normal person you'll see in the street.
Now you're not a normal guy. You're just like,
yeah, that's what a lot of people tell me. You know, but one thing my dad always told me was that always stay humble, and that's something I'm gonna always do to the day I die. Stay humble.
You are. You're very humble about it. I mean, you've had a lot of success, but there's sort of an authenticity, but joy to what you say too.
The next day I lose everything, it don't matter because I really learned how to lose to gain. You know what I'm saying? Something you gotta lose to gain.
You have to be willing to give it up to get it.
Yeah, and something you gotta let go of stuff. If it comes back, then I guess it was meant for you. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if today you were to lose everything, you lose pretty girl, agency, singing. I mean, this is like way out there.
Yeah.
But let's say everything were to just fall apart today, you'd still be happy.
Yeah. And I could say that because of God.
Think so?
As long as I have God in my life, I'm happy.
And He's always going to be there.
Always. He will never let me down. I might leave Him down, but He'll never let me down.
Wow. You're such faith, man.
Walk by faith and not by sight.
Yeah,
and
I've heard that.
And you gotta have a justification where nothing's there, but you got to clear like it's already there.
You have to act and do as if you already have it.
Yeah, act like and you see it like it's there because you know one day you're gonna have it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I do know what that is. So you've always lived like that, and that's really got you further.
Always. One thing I struggle a lot with to this day.
Yeah.
It's my ego sometimes.
Really? You have an ego?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I fight it.
You fight it?
I fight it, but because so many stuff going on, and so many people talk bad about you. You know what I mean? Sometimes your ego wants to get up, like, I'm up there, and you guys are down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be that guy.
You don't be that guy.
I don't want that ego to come in me because then it's gonna turn me into another person, and it's not me.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be me. That was the old me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, this is the new you.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that old person.
Right. You want to be a giving and thoughtful and a great guy.
Yeah. And the one thing I want them to remember me as is a giving guy, and that I loved everybody. You know what I mean? I respect everybody. You know what I mean? I don't want them to remember like that I hated everybody and that I didn't need nobody and that's it.
Well, Billionaire, dude, this has been an incredible interview. It really has. Like we this is why I love doing it off the cuff. This is why I don't write down anything because there's things we talked about that were just gold. That I wouldn't have thought to ask you until things started coming up. But to finish off, if let's say I'm an artist today, I'm just getting started, or let's say I could be a singer starting to make my album, I could be an actor just getting started. You have so much experience as an agent, as someone who creates as well. What would you say to a starting artist? Like, what would be like 10 things you'd say that a starting artist should do as he gets started?
Have motivation.
Have motivation.
Have
Okay.
faith.
Have faith.
A lot of faith.
A lot of faith. That's number 3.
Too much money ain't enough money.
Okay, that's number 4. How about number 5?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love the people around you.
That's number 6.
Yeah. Help one another.
7.
Network a lot.
Network a lot.
Network a lot. Trust with people you could trust.
So ask people important stuff that you know will help you, that will give you good advice.
Yeah, and only the people you trust though. Appreciate life.
Because it's short.
Yeah, and one day you're here, another day you're not.
All right, so enjoy it, savor every moment, you'd say?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Billy Millionaire. First off, were you born with that name, or did you?
No, that's my artist name.
That's your artist name?
Yeah.
I thought so. It's too cool. It's too cool for your mom to come up with that.
Yeah.
All right, so Billionaire, dude, thank you so much.
No, thank you,
really
man.
has been. Thanks. It's really been a joy. This is going to be probably my best interview so far, by far. Keep in touch. If someone wanted to reach you, let's say they want to hire you for a gig or they want information information or about you, where would they go? I'll put a link underneath the audio. But what would, if they want to know more about you, where should they go?
My upcoming website, billionairecruise.com.
Oh, it's upcoming? You haven't got that one down yet?
Yeah.
All right. Well then, Trekkers, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Billionaire here and Jacob here, and I'll talk to you guys later.